You know what really bugs me about Osiris these days? Oh Kepri. I didn't mean. It's just an expression. Some of my best friends are bugs. But King Salmon. SOLOMON. If there was a King Salmon, I doubt he'd have to put up with this sort of thing. But King Solomon. SRLMON. If there was a King Solomon, I doubt he'd have to put up with this sort of thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help this doggo cure his brown part disease. Good leader comes to power. Society prospers. Some ducker comes to ruin it. Everyone suffers. Cursor. Precursor. Students in 350 BCE can't wait to become an expert in everything and discover stuff. Students today just came up with a title for my essay that's enough writing for today. George Wallace's 1968 presidential campaign. What's wrong with segregation? Turks when the enemy tries to block their ships. I'm 2 steps above you. The United States is at conventional war. The United States at unconventional war. Joe Biden in 1999. I'm once again asking airstrike on Belgrade. Modern engineers. I'm so good at math and engineering, my structures look more like pieces of art. Ancient engineers. If I make a base thick enough and use enough solid stone, my pyramid won't fall. Man, what would happen if we took every criminal and threw them on a continent and just let them have it for like 50 years? What would they even say when we came back? Probably "Daj mate." Who would win? 25 million Europeans. 1 plague-carrying rat. When you go from a country without roads, schools, or cities to the richest country in the region in just 20 years. Starks. The myth of consensual union. I consent. I consent. I don't. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? How I sleep knowing that Stalin died in his own piss. Ohio only having 2 cars in 1895. Them still managing to crash into each other. Louis XIV to his generals on the 10th of May 1676. You know how long I've been waiting for this? Who? I'm about to make a name for myself here. Kingdom of Hanover. No girls allowed when Victoria becomes Queen of Britain. Military camouflage, in use since the 16th century. Austro-Hungarian Kaiser Shiites in 1918. I just blew myself. The British when the US revolts. I sleep. The British when India revolts. Real shit. Germans. All of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Be interested in bees or gardening as a child. Become a head of an independent monastery. Experiment as a side quest with peas in the monastery's backyard. Give a start to a new branch of biology. Rasputin tells doctors to stop giving Alexei aspirin since it's a blood thinner. Nicholas II. What kind of magical bullshit is this? Juan Pugil Garcia after getting Iron Cross even though he's a double agent. Double life. The conquistadores stopping the Aztecs from practicing human sacrifice instead of burning witches like civilized people. The Dutch casually discovering New Zealand, doing nothing, and then leaving. Union soldiers watching the Finner boss of war obsessed Prussian nobility approach them at full gallop with a big ass sword. How can we intimidate the Russians? Make more nukes. Win the space race. Drop XXL condoms on Moscow so they think we are biologically superior. Who the duck are you people? I thought I hired boxers. Vive la France. Unintelligible. Who the duck are you people? I thought I hired boxers. Catholics, please solve the problem of having 2 popes. Council of Pisa. There's 3 actually. Mussolini. This town isn't big enough for 2 supervillains. Hitler. Oh, you're a villain alright, just not a super one. The Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire. Rome 117. Rome 1452. She calls me Mao the way I be laying Zedon. Yes, I'm angry. Any rational person would be angry in my shoes. I was wronged. Anger is but a short state of insanity. Seneca. Just checking in on my favorite ship, the USS Liberty, on June 8th, 1967. I sure hope nothing bad happens to it. Why did the USSR cooperate with Germany from 1918 to 1941? And why did the USSR occupy Poland with Germany in September 1939? Why did they attack Finland? How? A horny Templar. A literal dead woman. Any reasonable human being. The skull of Satan. What the hell is this? They don't know that I've owned a German city once. She was a Western Front girl. He was a Eastern Front boy. Nobody. Alexander the Great. Anyone who doesn't want to go to war is gay. How I wake up knowing my enemies are ontologically evil and there is no act against them which is wrong. TSA, when you have a 102cc water in your bag. TSA, when a drugged Adolfinchman comes in a flight attendant uniform. You're my new best friend. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Actually a manatee. These sailors have been at sea for months. Okay guys, hear me out. World War Starter Pack. Naval invasion by the Allies. Russia loses the most people. How about we go around France forts? Germany gets all the blame. USA joins late. Italy doesn't do all that much and ends up switching sides. Allies. Mom, and if Hitler jumps off a roof, will you? Mussolini. Summarizing the second triumvirate. What the Duck Leopardus doing? His best. Napoleon coming back from his stay at Elba. Napoleon during his time at St. Helena. The British and Dutch throughout history. You're here, too. Yes. Germany loses war. France after every war. He's too dangerous to be kept alive. East Germany. Have you ever done insane amounts of drugs? Child athletes. No. Would you like to? The myth of consensual annexation. I consent. I consent. I don't. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? What should use my extra days to accomplish? Your days are numbered. Use them to throw open the windows of your soul to the sun. If you do not, the sun will soon set, and you with it. Marcus Aurelius. Gregor Mendel, when his pea plants get slightly bigger, I can breed you. The German thinking it would be easy to blitzkrieg the Netherlands. The Dutch being casually responsible for the first major disaster of the Luftwaffe. Naming your child after a fictional character. Hey there Khaleesi, how was school? I hate you with every ounce of being. Naming your child after mathematicians. I'm so proud of you. Leonhard, Luigi, Arg, Wilhelm, Carl, Simon, Gustav, Jordan. I can't wait for King to collapse, so my empire expand even more. We do not have Wi-Fi. Talk to each other, pretend it's 1995. Yo bro, I got an idea. Treaty of Tordesillas, 1494. The world splitted between Spain and Portugal. Spain. Portugal. Literally me. Literally me. Literally me. Carol 12 of Sweden at 18. I faced a triple alliance of Denmark, Norway, Poland, Lithuania and Russia. I immediately pieced out Denmark, smashed a Russian army 4 times my size, and replaced the King of Poland with a puppet. Me at 18. Mom, can you come to the doctors with me please? The Bismarck was the greatest battleship of all time. My brother in Christ. It was sunk after only 10 days at sea. What's your plan to invade Rome? Hannibal. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. But I'm Celtic like you. Go hang with the Germanics. But I'm Germanic like you. Go hang with the Latins. But I'm Latin like you. Duck off. Germany and USSR coming together to take over Poland. I ordered the CIA to spy on my 1964 opponent Barry Goldwater and used my wiretap on the president of South Vietnam to spy on Nixon. Or, you're sweet. I attempted to cover up that my staff broke into DNC headquarters to try and spy on the 1972 Democratic candidate for president. Hello. Human resources. Sweet dreams are made of Thebes. Who am I to disagree? Died 1974. Born 1980. Welcome back Aman al-Husseini. Pay a blacksmith to make you an iron prosthetic hand and became one of the greatest mercenaries in history. Give up the life of a warrior. Gods of the Iron Hand after getting his hand blown up by a Nuremberg cannon crew. Minister. We are broke. We don't even have paper to print notes on. What will we do? Cut the banknotes in half. Each half now counts as a whole. Britain in British history books. Britain in most of the world's history books. Hideki Tojo commits suicide to escape the Allies. The US Army donating blood to revive Hideki Tojo so he can be charged against the crime he committed. PLA High Command inexplicably challenging Vietnam to close hand-to-hand combat in their 1979 Blitz. Vietnam. Okay. Cato the Elder ending every speech with Carthage must be destroyed. Me ending every text with lol. Boys. Lol poetry can't make us cry. Also boy after reading the last poem of Usuji Kenshin. Even a lifelong prosperity is but one cup of sake. A life of 49 years is passed in a dream. I know not what life is, nor death. Year in year out, all but a dream. Both heaven and hell are left behind. I stand in the moonlit dawn, free from clouds of attachment. When you're a competent Chinese general, only to see your emperor play pretend like one. Not only this is ridiculous, but the fact that he even led a successful major battle against the Mongols. It's the 18th century and you're currently having trouble giving birth. This calls for the chainsaw. Roman Empire was the greatest empire ever. Then why is the meme in English? Greek mythology. Romans. Roman mythology. Greeks. We practice democracy. Romans. Best I can do is war. Dreaming about living with noble officer in 18th 19th century. This mother ducker lost his estate in a card game and then died in a duel leaving you with 3 children. KGB killing Markov with an umbrella. Mossad steals the most advanced Soviet fighter jet. Native chief, where is the immortal sun god you brought with you? He looked sick last week. Spanish soldiers dumping a smelly hololog in the river. He's ascended. USSR fine. Behold how happy we look as a couple in this photo. Eastern Bloc countries. Hollywood medieval movies starter pack. Suits of armor could be easily punctured. Common folk were always dirty and wore drab colored clothing. Commanders yelled fire to command archers to release their arrows. Heavy cavalry would charge full speed into a line of spears. Castle sieges took place in a matter of hours. Vival our campania de morinus lubbers. A la carga. Sir. Why are we in Havana? You said we'd go to Florida. Silence. Colonial scum. We need fresh meat for the meat grinder. Huh. Who would win? 20 to convoy of tanks with anti-tank support. 1 tank and 5 boys. Shit posting. Come out you cuckold. Since 1642. Guys you have to rush to Paris. No the crowds are on the run. You don't understand. If we don't establish the French government in Paris, he will arrive. Who? De Gaulle. I'm free. I'm heading to Spain. Sacre bleu. Me, a panicking courier, my lord. We needed more supplies for the army to continue. Without. Emperor Fusheng, he said the word without, which is a great insult to me as the one-eyed tyrant. Execute him on the spot. Me staring at the approaching guardsman. The South doesn't seem that strange to me. Hey kid. Seen Johnny Reb here? Don't talk to my slave like that yank. Now come on son. Let's go. Wait. It's all a fake. Operation Fortitude. Always has been. I'll build my own wall. Brick by brick. I'll be alone. But safe. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Gavrilo Princip. Your military budget is looking really sparse. Oh, this again. Hey, do you remember who helped the Dutch in World War II? Damn it, you can't keep using that line. Go Canada. Don't get me wrong. He loves you. I know. Don't you think, then, that you should be the military that the Dutch think you are? Duck Jude. We had to eject from our planes and now we are stuck behind enemy lines. How could this possibly get worse? Mother of God. When you realized Animal Farm is not about cute animals in a farm. We're cute animals.